Blogster. And the reason why I do Blogster is because Anna Hoppy said it was really easy, and she's techie and I'm not, and I didn't believe her, but it is really easy. So if you want to get set up with an account, you have to talk to Sue or Ryan, and they'll set you up, and then you have some choices. I started with my Enriched English, took them down to the computer lab, and Sue came in and made sure that they were assigned to a class, like you do for Google or Moodle or whatever. So we did that, so I have those set up, and then I just started playing around with it, and it's so incredibly simple. So, let's see, where is the mouse? Here we go. That's me cross-country skiing over winter break, and this is one of my classes of students, my 6th hour Enriched, and they're presenting their blogs for vocabulary. Enriched English taught each other their vocab words using this, and they had criteria that they had to include. They had to tell me the word, the definition, the etymology. They had to tell me if there were word parts. They had to include some kind of a video or music and pictures. So they did that, and then I created 2 of my own to show them. So this is what, and this took honestly about 20 minutes. It's so easy. And this is streaming more slowly than it will in your classroom. So the word was alacrity. Here we go. The definition is there. It's a noun. There's a suffix ending. Used it in a sentence. And then I plopped in a YouTube video where she uses the word. And it's just, there's no... I did it. I went on YouTube, but Google, I said alacrity, and it came up with a bunch, and clicked on this one, and they used the word. It's hilarious. So kind of it was serendipity, another vocab word. Then, there we go. So I've done it. I've used it with Enriched English, and then when the kids do their research project for the 1900 project, no poster boards, no trifold boards, because Blogster is an online poster. So they're going to use this. Or they can use Prezi, whatever they're comfortable with. A lot of them are using this. And I'm finding they're taking they're on their computers, doing their research. With the other half of the screen is their Blogster account, and they're creating their blog as they do the research. It's really cool. So they've done that. And then their book interaction project was due last week, and a lot of kids sent me links. They chose to do their project using this. It's very user-friendly. So you can use it for them to show you what they know, but you can also use it to teach. So, if I can find my mouse. Okay. You see it? There we go. Good. If you go to the very top where it says categories, these are different folders of curriculum. Some of it is instruction, some of it is stuff kids have done. So I found some really cool stuff in, I use language arts, and I use the writing one down the bottom. Let's see, I use the lesson planning one. And so it's so easy, and then quite by accident, I read through one and said, oh, I like that, and I can make it my favorite, so I clicked on favorite, but I wasn't sure exactly where it went. And then quite by accident, I scrolled down to the bottom of my dashboard page, that first page, and they're all lined up down there. I have 2 for plagiarism, 1 for 12th night, and so I can teach using the materials on Blogster as well as use it to show what the kids know.
Show me one more time till we get to this.
Sure. Up at the top, you go to categories.
Okay.
Yep. Categories. And that's kind of it.
Is this on our computer already, or
You have to get.
It's a website.
it's a website?
So if you want to do this, email Sue Michael or Ryan Rice, and they will set up your kids with an account if they don't yet already have one. I think someone on at least social studies, all of 7th grade, they've done a blog, so the kids already have an account. 8th grade, I think there's a lot of teachers that have used it as well. So most everyone should be covered by this point in the year.
But if you want to just open an account and play with it and then add the classes later, you can do that, which is what I did. I went in with Sue, sat down, got my account set up, then I played with it. Then we went into the computer lab and she made sure the kids could set up, that their passwords were correct, all of that.
Andy, is it good for 2 years? So if they
It
set
should
it up
be.
in 7th grade with you,
Yeah.
8th grade teachers, you can say get on your Glogster account.
Yeah.
They'll
Wouldn't that be
already
awesome?
Yeah. It should be.
Yeah, my students did it last year, and I'm doing it now, and their old blog is still there.
Okay,
Good, good.
Do we as teachers have a password and everything already? That's
No.
Sue and
You have to create it.
So you have to, yeah.
Yep. So there you go. So next up,
Now, what Pam did is she made it so she can view all of her students here in Glogster. I'm a big Moodle guy, I'm a big Google Docs guy, and I already have classes created in my Moodle. And it's cumbersome. And so I decided myself, I'm not going to set up classes on Glogster. I'm going to use my Moodle, which is already split into classes, and try to make that work. Try to use the things I use and to try to make that work for me. So what I did is on my Moodle site, each class had a Google document. And the Google Doc, it's kind of this survey thing. What hour are you in? What's your name? Paste your link here. What do you think of the blog project? And when they submitted it, it went to one spreadsheet. And now I had a document that had links to every one of my students' blogs. And I can sort it so that it's, in order, easy to grade. And what we did is something called the Culture Project. And so what we did is everyone has political, intellectual, arts and leisure, geography, economic. There are parts of this that are individual to ourselves. So what the kids had to do was create a blog about themselves. And you learn a lot more about a person looking at this than you would talking to them and working with them for 7 years. So you learn a lot more about people through here. So what the kids' assignment was, you have 9 other classmates you need to look at. 3 kids that have basically the exact same culture that you do. They're in choir with you, they're on your hockey team, kids that are going to be the exact same as you. 3 kids who are a little different, and 3 kids who we do not have the same culture. And the assignment was find some things in common, but really, what did you learn about these people, and what things do you have in common with kids that you didn't think you had anything in common with? And that's, in order for them to do that assignment, they needed access to this document. I wasn't yet comfortable giving them this link, because in order for them to view it, they also can edit it. And I didn't want anyone messing with it. And in all my years of doing this, no one ever has messed with it. But, so what Sue Michael had was this bridge URL website. And it's an easy way to share a bunch of URLs, and those are just basically websites. And so I made a first hour blogs, and then from this, I copied those links, pasted them here, and it creates a link to those websites. It creates basically a slideshow of those websites. No editing power, just viewing. Now this could also be useful for research projects if you want to guide students to these websites to research, or you have websites for parents. Like for you could have websites for parenting, and all that it does is gives you this. And it looks exactly the same, all the functionality of a regular blog, and so kids will be able to click around all their websites, but over here is previous, and over here is next. And it's basically a slideshow of those websites. And so this is how my students viewed each other's websites. And this made grading and sharing and stuff a lot more fun. Because the whole thing about blogs is it's a graphic blog. And so you use pictures to show whatever you can. And this is really good for apprehensive technology users because it is very intuitive. And some kids really nerd out on it, like this kid has all these graphics and like, ooh, lightning. So The one good thing is there's no.
Back to Cam Brownell's, which was pretty darn basic, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah, and the kids, like I didn't have to teach them anything. It was here's where we're going, you do it, and so
So if they want to take pictures from their home and put it on there,
absolutely.
screen in or scan it in.
Yep, they can just upload them. When you edit, you have all these different features.
You were gonna say there's something, the good thing is you can't, then you stopped.
Oh, yeah, and I realized that was untrue. So,
Oh, all right.
so yeah, you can upload pictures that you want.
From your house.
Yep. So these are just a bunch of pictures that I got off the internet or that I had. Video is really cool. You can link to YouTube. So kids really liked that they could link to YouTube and all that. So that's that.
Thanks, Sandy. Thanks, Cam.
Yeah.
Guys, good stuff.
Did you not get through this piece?
Huh?
Did you not get through this piece?
Yeah, I did. I just put it up there because everyone's like,
Cool.
what's that website again?
Awesome.